Hey, it's Heather Dougherty-Nelson. Today I'd like to talk to you about why you should be a phlebotomist. Phlebotomy takes passion. It takes patience. You need to love what you do and be able to care for your patients that you have. Today I would like to talk to you about what we do. As a phlebotomist, you draw blood from your patients. You work at blood donor centers. You have to verify your patient's identity by their name, date of birth, time. You also have to put the day's date, and all of that information goes on that you pull the blood from. You have to make sure all of that is labeled right after you take the blood. We also have to assemble medical instruments, needles, lancets, test tubes, blood vials, things like that. We have to make sure that they're all in order and that we have enough. You never want to run out. You want to make sure that they're all right at your hands. The next thing that I would like to talk to you about is potential earnings. Phlebotomists make anywhere from 23 to 27% of any industry out there. The highest paid is outpatient centers, as you can see. That would be hospitals. You make about roughly 36, 37,000 a year, about 16, $17 an hour. Doctors' offices are at the bottom at 23%. However, it's still a good amount a year. It's about $33,000 a year. Um, you also want to pick which area that you would like to work in, whether you want to work at a fast-paced area like a hospital, emergency room, or if you want slow, a little laid back, you choose a doctor urgent care where you work in one center. You have an office that you take the patients into where you sit them down in the chair and then you introduce yourself and then you can get all the information that you need there. Whereas if you work in a hospital, it's fast paced, you have to sit at the side or lean in certain ways that aren't comfortable for you, however the patient is, depending on what they're going through at that time. The education that you need is, first of all, you have to pick a college to go to that has a phlebotomy program. It's two classes. You have phlebotomy 141, which goes through the basics of what you need. And then 140 actually be your clinical class. You'll have one day a week that you go to class, and then you'll have 2 days a week that you're out in the field or a doctor's office. You will receive the certificate of completion after you have completed both courses that you need. You have to complete all of your clinicals. You you have to pass not only the tests that are given by your professor, but you also have to pass the tests that are given by your clinical supervisor. You will actually have hands-on. You'll be drawing blood from somewhere or someone, I should say, in the doctor's office or the hospital. And then last but not least, you'll take the national board exam. It's about 50 to 100 questions. It'll be on the computer and it's proctored by someone else. After you complete that, then you'll be nationally board certified to work anywhere as a phlebotomist. The work experience that you need is pretty much just what I said. You need the school experience first, and then you, depending on where you're working at in clinicals, they may hire you right out, and then you already know what you have to do, or you may have to take some more training classes at the hospital or doctor's office where you are. The type of employment that is phlebotomists are in are major corporations. The major corporations are hospitals, doctors' offices, medical labs, blood donor centers. It's not, a self-employed or a small business. It's a major business, major corporation area that phlebotomists work in, especially hospitals. Um, Positions that are offered in this career, you first start out as a student phlebotomist, where you that are in your lab class, and then you'll go out into a doctor's office that you're working at. You can become a lead phlebotomist where you have other students up under you. If you work in the lab as a phlebotomist where you handle blood vials and you do testing and things like that, you will be a lab technician first, and then you'll be a supervisor if that is what you want to do. And those are pretty much all that are offered in this career. But each and every one of those are amazing. Not only do you get to learn new things in each area that you're in, but you get to meet new people over and over again. So it's a very rewarding job. The outlook growth here for phlebotomy is about 25%. This percent is measured by the BLS, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And what they do is they track how many jobs, phlebotomy jobs, within a monthly basis in the country that you are in, and they tally all that up and they come up what as far as the actual growth of the community. The last but not least is the works cited page. It is www.bls.gov. You can, if you're interested and you would like to know more, you go onto that website. It'll tell you everything that I told you today. It'll also tell you more about the pay raise, pay grade. It'll also tell you as a student how you can become a phlebotomist. I hope that this helped you out and made you decide to become a phlebotomist. Thank you.